I walked in on my husband screwing my best friend on Christmas Eve. That's when he told me he'd been planning to murder me for 2 years. My name is Silas, and this is my story. I just returned home with a motorcycle that I spent 6 months working 3 jobs to buy. A 1972 Harley-Davidson for Noah, and my hands were shaking with excitement as I walked toward our bedroom to tell him it was ready in the garage. I opened the door. Noah was on top of Marcus, my husband and my best friend, tangled together in our bed. They both turned to look at me. I waited for the panic, the scrambling, the stammered apologies. Instead, Noah sighed and climbed off like I'd interrupted his favorite show. "Well," he said, "this is inconvenient." Marcus sat up against the headboard and actually laughed. Thank God. I was getting tired of sneaking around. I just stood there, my brain trying to catch up with what my eyes were seeing. "How long has this been going on?" My voice came out smaller than I meant it to. Noah pulled on his pants, taking his time. "Does it really matter?" 2 years, Marcus said, grinning at me. "Your whole marriage, basically." The words hit me like a physical blow. 2 years of, "I love you." 2 years of anniversaries and plans and building a life together. All of it happening while this was going on behind my back. "Oh, don't look like that," Noah said when he saw my face. "Don't make this some big dramatic thing." Dramatic? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "You're sleeping with my best friend in our bed on Christmas Eve, and I'm not supposed to." "Technically, it's my bed," Noah interrupted. "I paid for it. I'd been working those 3 jobs to cover our mortgage while he looked for the right opportunity, but my throat was too tight to point that out. "I just bought you a motorcycle," I said stupidly, like it mattered. "I spent everything I saved." Noah's eyes lit up. "The Harley? Oh good. I can actually use it to drive Marcus around town." "What does that mean?" "Sit down," Noah said. "We need to talk." "I don't want to sit." "Sit down, Silas." Something in his voice made me move. I sank into the chair near the door before I could stop myself, and I hated that my body still responded to his commands like that. Marcus was still in our bed, still naked, watching this whole thing like it was entertainment. "Let me ask you something," Noah said, leaning against the dresser. "Did you really think I married you for love?" The question caught me off guard. Look at yourself," he said, and his voice was so matter-of-fact it was worse than if he'd been angry. "You're plain. You're boring. You have no money, no family, no prospects. You work 3 dead-end jobs just to keep the lights on. So why do you think someone like me would want to marry someone like you?" Every word landed like a punch, and I couldn't breathe. "Then why did you?" "For life insurance," Noah said simply. $2 million when you die. You signed the policy 6 months after we got married, remember? I told you it was paperwork for a car loan, and you just signed everything without reading it because you trusted me. I did remember that. I'd been so happy that Noah was handling the finances, that he didn't want me to worry about the boring details. "You took out a life insurance policy on me? And you've been paying into it for 2 years, Noah said. "Well, technically I've been paying into it with your money, but same difference." Marcus laughed from the bed. "You really didn't know. God, your face right now. You've been planning to kill me." I said it out loud, trying to make it real in my head. "For 2 years. The policy needed 2 years before it would pay out properly," Noah explained like he was talking about the weather. "Anything before that would trigger too many questions. But now it's clean. Tonight was supposed to be the night, actually. You were gonna slip in the shower on Christmas morning, hit your head. Tragic accident. Marcus and I would be on a plane to Cabo by tomorrow afternoon. With my life insurance money. Well, it takes a few weeks to process, but yes." I looked at Marcus. 8 years of friendship. He'd been there when my foster mom died. He'd helped me move into this house. He'd been the one who told me I deserved someone like Noah. "Why?" I asked him. "What did I ever do to you?" Marcus shrugged. "Nothing. That's kind of the problem, Silas. You're boring." "Noah's not." "We fell in love at your birthday party 2 years ago," Noah added. "You were in the kitchen making those cupcakes you insisted on baking yourself. Marcus and I went out on the balcony and just connected. It was actually kind of romantic. My birthday party. The one where I'd been so happy because everyone I cared about was there. The one where I'd made a wish that this would be the best year of my life. Since you've shown up now and ruined the plan, Noah said, pushing off from the dresser. We'll just have to do this tonight instead. Can't have you running to the police. The way he said it, so casual, so certain, that's when real fear kicked in. They were going to kill me. I bolted, got the door open, made it into the hallway. Noah caught me at the top of the stairs. His hand grabbed my arm and we struggled, and then suddenly I was falling. The stairs hit me everywhere. My back, my head, my arms. I tumbled down and crashed at the bottom, and my leg was bent wrong, so wrong, and pain exploded through me like nothing I'd ever felt. I tried to scream but couldn't get enough air. Ha! Noah said from the top of the stairs. That actually works better than the shower. Fell down the stairs, broke your neck. Everyone knows these old farmhouse stairs are dangerous. I tried to stand up. My leg wouldn't work. When I put weight on it, something shifted inside and I did scream then. You broke it, Marcus said, coming down the stairs behind Noah. That's going to complicate things. Someone will hear, I gasped, trying to drag myself toward the front door. We're 5 miles from the nearest neighbor, Noah said, following me slowly. I bought this house specifically because of that. No one's going to hear anything. Marcus got to the front door first and locked it. Where exactly do you think you're going? Please, I heard myself beg. Please, I won't tell anyone. Just let me leave. I'll go and you'll never see me again. Why would we believe that? Noah grabbed me under my arms while Marcus grabbed my legs. When Marcus touched my broken leg, the pain was so intense I actually saw stars. They dragged me across the floor to a door I'd never paid much attention to before. Noah opened it and I saw stairs leading down into darkness. The basement's been ready for weeks, Noah said. I soundproofed it myself. They threw me down the stairs. I hit concrete at the bottom and everything went white with pain. The door slammed above me and I heard a lock click into place. I lay there trying not to pass out, trying to think through the pain. My phone. I needed my phone. I managed to get it out of my pocket. The screen was cracked, but it still worked. I tried to dial 911. No signal. Of course, there was no signal down here. Noah had probably made sure of that. I could hear their voices through a vent or pipe somewhere above me. What do we do with him until Christmas? Marcus asked. Nothing, Noah said. Let him sit down there and think about everything. The fear will make it better. You're so messed up, Marcus said. But he was laughing. That's why I love you. I know. I heard them walk away. Heard footsteps above me going back toward the bedroom. Then I heard the garage door open. Heard the motorcycle engine start up. They were taking my motorcycle. The one I'd worked 6 months to buy. They were going for a ride while I lay here with a broken leg in the dark. I started laughing. Couldn't help it. The hysterical kind where you're not sure if you're laughing or crying or both. Time passed. I don't know how much. Eventually the basement door opened and light flooded in. Noah came down carrying a water bottle and a blanket. He tossed them near me. Can't have you dying of dehydration, he said. That would mess up the whole plan. Please, Noah. Just let me go. I love you. We can work this out. You don't love me, he said, and his voice was almost gentle, which made it worse. You love not being alone. There's a difference. Was any of it real? I asked. He paused on the stairs. The first week was kind of fun. You were so grateful that someone wanted you. It was almost sweet. He looked back at me. But after that, you were just convenient. A means to an end. The door closed. The lock clicked. I sat there in the dark, broken and terrified, but something in me hardened. I wasn't going to die in this basement. I didn't know how yet, but I wasn't going to let them win. I started feeling around in the dark, searching the walls. My hand hit something metal, a pipe that felt loose where it connected to the wall. I worked it back and forth, ignoring the pain in my hands, ignoring everything. Took forever, but finally it came free. It wasn't much of a weapon, but it was something. I heard footsteps above me again. I quickly hid the pipe under the blanket and sat on it. The door opened. This time it was Marcus who came down. "Noah's taking a nap," he said, sitting casually on the stairs like we were just having a chat. "Thought I'd come check on you." To gloat. To explain. "You deserve that much, I think." He leaned back against the wall. "Did you know that on your wedding night, Noah was going to kill you? The plan was to push you off the hotel balcony. Make it look like you'd been drinking." My mouth went dry. Why didn't he? He couldn't go through with it. Turned out he needed more time to really hate you enough. Marcus smiled. "So really, every day of your marriage has been borrowed time. We gave you 2 extra years. You should be thanking us." Something snapped inside me. I grabbed the pipe, used the stair railing to pull myself up, and swung as hard as I could. The pipe connected with Marcus's knee and I heard something crack. He went down screaming. I didn't think. Just started crawling, dragging myself up the stairs past him, my broken leg leaving a trail of blood behind me. I made it to the main floor. The front door was right there, just a few more feet. Then Noah was there, grabbing me, and we were fighting. He was stronger, but I had the pipe and I was fighting for my life. I got him once in the ribs, heard him grunt. Then he twisted my arm and I had to drop the weapon. "You broke Marcus's knee," he said, breathing hard. "Now we have to kill you tonight." Headlights swept across the front window. Car was pulling up the driveway. We both froze. "Who did you call?" Noah demanded. "I couldn't call anyone," I said. "There's no signal." The doorbell rang. Noah swore, dragged me back to the basement, and threw me down next to Marcus, who was still clutching his knee and moaning. "One sound," Noah said, his voice deadly quiet. "And whoever that is dies too." The door slammed. I heard Noah's footsteps, then the front door opening. "Can I help you?" Noah's voice was smooth, pleasant. "I'm looking for Silas Morgan." A younger man's voice, unfamiliar. "That's my husband. He's not here right now, sorry. I'm his brother, Damien." A long pause. "Silas doesn't have a brother." "Actually, he does. We were separated in foster care when he was 5. I've been looking for him for 15 years. Another pause. "Is he here?" "His car's in the garage." "He's out of town for the holidays." "Then why is someone screaming inside your house?" Marcus had let out another groan. My heart stopped. "That's just the TV." "That's not a TV. Where is my brother?" "Look, I don't know who you are, but you need to leave." "Call the police then." "I'll wait right here." Everywhere went silent. "You're not calling them, are you?" Damien's voice changed. "Where is Silas?" I heard a crash, footsteps running, then Damien's voice calling out, "Silas!" The basement door flew open and a man I'd never seen before looked down at me and Marcus. "Silas?" he asked. "Help," I managed to say. "Please, they're trying to kill me." He already had his phone out. "I need police and ambulances now." Noah appeared behind him and shoved hard. Damien stumbled but caught himself and spun around. They crashed into the wall, fighting. I could hear sirens already in the distance. Damien must have called before he even came to the door. Noah had Damien pinned against the wall, hands around his throat. I grabbed the pipe I dropped earlier and swung with everything I had left, hit Noah across the back. He went down. Damien coughed, looked at me. "You're definitely my brother." Same survival instinct. The police came through the door seconds later, then EMTs, and everything became chaos and questions and lights. They pulled Noah out in handcuffs and he was screaming, "You were supposed to be dead. You ruined everything." In the ambulance, with my leg finally splinted and pain medication starting to work, Damien sat beside me. "Why were you looking for me?" I asked. "Our biological parents died in a car accident 3 years ago. I only found out about you last year when their estate came out of probate. We don't have parents. We've been in foster care since. We had biological parents who gave us up. It's complicated. But they died and left everything to us." "How much?" I wasn't sure I wanted to know. 50 million. 25 for each of us. I started laughing and couldn't stop. The EMT looked worried, but I just kept laughing. What's funny? Damien asked. Noah was going to kill me for $2 million, I said between laughs. And I'm actually worth $25 million that I didn't even know existed. Damien smiled slightly. You survived. That's what matters. And you're not alone anymore, Silas. You have family now. I looked at this stranger who was my brother, who'd searched for me for 15 years, who'd just saved my life. We are a family, I repeated. Family, he said. For the first time in 2 years, something someone said to me felt real. The detective's face said it all before he even opened his mouth. They're being released, he said. I was still in the hospital bed, leg in a cast, and I couldn't have heard him right. What do you mean released? Noah and Marcus posted bail an hour ago. They'll be out by tonight. How? They tried to kill me. It's your word against theirs, the detective said, and he looked genuinely sorry. Noah claims you fell down the stairs during an argument. Marcus says you attacked him with a pipe unprovoked, without physical evidence of premeditation. He told me he was planning to kill me for insurance money, which he denies. Says you misunderstood, that you were hysterical. The detective sighed. The insurance policy exists, yes, but having life insurance on a spouse isn't illegal. And the affair also not illegal. I'm sorry, Silas. Without concrete evidence of attempted murder, we can't hold them. He left and I sat there, shaking with rage. Damien came in 5 minutes later. I heard. I'm already working on it. Working on what? They're walking free. Not for long. We'll get evidence, They tried to kill me, Damien. I know. Damien grabbed my shoulders. And we will make them pay. But we have to be smart about this. My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. You should have died in that basement. We'll finish the job. And I showed Damien. He took a photo of it immediately. That's a threat. I'm calling the detective back. It won't matter. I felt empty. He'll say he didn't send it. Can't prove it was him. Another text came through. This time a photo. It was me, leaving the hospital with Damien 3 days ago. Someone had been following us. We know where you are. We know where your brother lives. You can't hide forever. We need to move you, Damien said. Now. To where? They'll just follow. I have a place. Secure. We'll figure this out, Silas. But as we left the hospital, I saw them. Noah and Marcus, standing across the street by a black car, watching us. Noah smiled and waved, like this was all a game. Damien drove fast, checking mirrors constantly. They're not following. They don't need to. They already know where we're going. Damien's phone rang. He answered on speaker. What? Mr. Morgan? A woman's voice. This is County Hospital. Your brother's house was broken into an hour ago. Extensive damage. Police are on scene. What house? I asked. I don't have a house anymore. Then I understood. The house I'd shared with Noah. The crime scene. They destroyed it. I said numbly. They're destroying evidence. Damien pulled over, called someone. I need a favor. Yes, it's urgent. I need security cameras from the Morgan residence on Old Mill Road. Everything from the past week. Can you get them before they disappear? He hung up. A friend. He works in digital forensics. If there are any cameras, doorbell, security system, anything, he'll get the footage before Noah can erase it. What if there isn't any? Then we make them confess. How? Damien looked at me. By playing their game better than they do. We went to Damien's apartment, a luxury high-rise with security that actually checked IDs. The place was sleek, modern, nothing like the farmhouse I'd lived in. You'll stay here while we build a case, Damien said. I've already filed for emergency protective orders, and I'm working with a private investigator. That'll take weeks, months. I sank onto his couch. Meanwhile, they're out there planning. They're not going to stop, Damien. I know. You don't know. I looked at him. You didn't hear Noah's voice when he talked about killing me. He enjoyed it. He wants to finish this. Damien sat across from me. Then we give him the opportunity. What? We set a trap. Make him think he can get to you. Record everything. Get the confession we need. Use me as bait? With protection. Wired. Monitored. Safe. Damien leaned forward. But it has to be your choice. Before I could answer, the door buzzer rang. Damien checked the camera. Frowned. Were you expecting anyone? No. He opened the door. A man stood there, tall, dark hair, striking features, expensive suit. He looked at me and something flickered in his eyes. Silas Morgan? Who's asking? My name is Elijah Cross. I'm an attorney. He stepped inside without invitation. And I need to talk to you about your husband. I have an attorney, I said, nodding to Damien. Not like me. Elijah pulled out a folder. I represent the firm that issued your life insurance policy. When Noah applied for it, he forged several documents. We've been investigating him for insurance fraud for 6 months. I took the folder. Inside were copies of forms with my signature, but the handwriting was wrong. Closed but not mine. He forged my signature? On the application, the beneficiary forms, everything. Which means the policy is void. Which means there's no $2 million. I finished. Elijah nodded. Noah doesn't know yet. We only confirmed it yesterday. We were about to notify him when we heard about your incident. So he tried to kill me for insurance money that doesn't exist? Yes, and that's insurance fraud, which is a federal crime. With these documents, we can put him away for 10 years minimum. Elijah sat down. But I need you to testify, to sign a statement, to help us build an airtight case. I looked at Damien, then back at Elijah. What do you get out of this? My firm doesn't like people committing fraud. It's bad for business. Elijah's expression was unreadable. And personally, I don't like people who hurt others for money. Personally, I asked. Something shifted in Elijah's face. I was married once. He took out life insurance on me too. I found out before he could follow through. But he cleared his throat. Let's just say I have experience with this particular type of betrayal. I'll do it, I said. Whatever you need. Good. Elijah stood. But there's a problem. Noah and Marcus were released on bail tonight, and my sources say they're planning to run. If they leave the country, we lose our chance. How long do we have? Maybe 48 hours before they're gone. Elijah looked at me, which is why we need to move fast, and why you need to help us catch them in the act. In the act of what? Coming after you. If they try to kill you again, with proper surveillance and protection, we'll have everything we need. Elijah pulled out his phone. I have a safe house. Former FBI witness protection property. Cameras everywhere, panic rooms, armed security. We leak your location to Noah, make him think you're vulnerable, and when he comes, we get him on attempted murder, Damien finished. With witnesses, evidence, everything. It's dangerous, Elijah said, looking at me. I won't lie, but it's also our best shot at putting them away for life. I thought about Noah's smile across the street, about Marcus's laugh in our bedroom, about 2 years of lies. When do we start? Elijah smiled for the first time. Tonight. The safe house was an hour outside the city, isolated but not remote. Elijah explained everything as we drove. We'll wire you. Surveillance in every room. Armed team in the next building. At the first sign of real danger, they come in. He glanced at me. Your job is simple. Get Noah and Marcus to talk, to confess, to threaten you on camera. Can you do that? After what they did to me? Yes. Good. His voice softened slightly. And Silas? If at any point you feel unsafe, you say the word lawyer, and we extract you immediately. Understood. Understood. Damien squeezed my shoulder. I'll be monitoring everything. You're not alone in this. We arrived at the safe house. A normal-looking suburban home, but I could see the cameras, the reinforced doors, the way Elijah's security team moved like shadows around the perimeter. We're leaking your location now, Elijah said, handing me an earpiece. In 3 hours, Noah will know exactly where you are. And then we wait. What if he doesn't come? Elijah looked at me with dark eyes. Oh, he'll come. Men like Noah always do. They can't stand losing. We waited in the surveillance van. Me, Damien, Elijah, and 3 security personnel watching monitors. 2 hours passed. Nothing. Then, at 11 p.m., headlights appeared on the access road. "That's them," Elijah said quietly. 2 people in the car. "Stand by." I watched the screen as Noah and Marcus got out, looked around, and approached the house. My phone rang. Noah's number. "Answer it," Elijah said. "Remember, get them talking." I answered. "Hello, Silas." Noah's voice was silk and poison. "We need to talk, face to face. I'm outside. I have nothing to say to you. I think you do, because here's the thing you can't hide forever. And your brother? That fancy lawyer? They can't protect you. So you can either talk to me now, or we can do this the hard way. What do you want? Let me in. 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking." I looked at Elijah. He nodded. "Fine. 5 minutes." I hung up, took a breath, opened the door. Noah and Marcus stood there, and Noah was smiling. "There he is," Noah said. "My darling husband. What do you want?" "To make you an offer." Noah stepped inside without waiting. Marcus followed. "You drop the charges, disappear, and we forget this whole thing happened." "Forget you tried to kill me?" "It was a misunderstanding," Noah said smoothly. "You fell. Marcus got hurt defending himself. No one needs to go to prison over a domestic dispute." "A domestic dispute," I repeated. "Unless you want to make this difficult." Marcus closed the door behind him. "In which case, things could get very ugly for you." "Is that a threat?" "It's a promise," Noah said, and his mask slipped. The charming smile vanished. "You really think you can win this? You have no evidence. No proof. Nothing. I have you on recording saying you planned to kill me for insurance money." Noah laughed. "You think anyone will believe that? You were hysterical, drugged up from falling down the stairs. Your word against mine." He stepped closer. "And I'm very believable, Silas. I've been lying to you for 2 years and you never suspected a thing. Because I trusted you. Because you're pathetic," Noah said, and there was real venom now. "You were so desperate for love, so grateful someone wanted you, that you ignored every red flag. That's not my fault. That's yours." "So what happens now?" I asked. "Now?" Noah pulled something from his jacket. A syringe. "Now we finish what we started. Make it look like you couldn't handle the trauma. Took too many pills. Tragic suicide. No one will question it." Marcus moved to block the door. "You're really going to kill me?" I asked. "Right here. Why not? You made it easy." Noah moved toward me. "Isolated house, no witnesses, you're depressed and traumatized. Perfect." He grabbed my arm. And that's when the doors burst open and security flooded in. Guns drawn. "Freeze. Hands up." Noah's face went white. The syringe clattered to the floor. Elijah walked in, calm as anything. "Noah Morgan, Marcus Williams, you're under arrest for attempted murder, conspiracy, and assault. You have the right to remain silent." I watched them get handcuffed, watched Noah's face twist with rage and disbelief. "You set me up," he said. "No," I replied. "I just gave you the rope. You hanged yourself." As they dragged Noah and Marcus out, Elijah turned to me. "You okay?" "Yeah." I let out a shaky breath. "Yeah, I'm okay. You did good. We got everything on camera. Confession, threat, attempted murder. They're done." Damien pulled me into a hug. "It's over. They're going away for a long time." But Elijah was looking at me with something else in his eyes. Something that made my heart beat faster. "Can I buy you a drink?" he asked. "You earned it." I smiled for the first time in days. "I'd like that." As we left the safe house, I looked back one more time at the place where my nightmare had finally ended, and where maybe something new was beginning. The drink with Elijah never happened. Noah's lawyer got him released 12 hours later on a technicality. The safe house wasn't legally registered as my residence, so the recording was inadmissible as evidence of breaking and entering. "How is that possible?" I asked Elijah over the phone. The judge is in Noah's pocket. Or someone is. His voice was tight with anger. I'm filing an appeal, but he's out. Again. I'm sorry, Silas. I thought we had him. I hung up and stared at Damien. What do I do now? We leave. Tonight. I have contacts in. My phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. Heavy breathing. Then Noah's voice. Distorted. You made a mistake. The line went dead. We need to go, Damien said, already grabbing bags. Now. We made it to his car. Damien started the engine. It exploded. The force threw us back onto the pavement. Flames erupted from the hood. If we'd been inside another second. Move! Damien dragged me behind a wall as the gas tank caught and the whole car went up. People were screaming, running. Sirens in the distance. He just tried to blow us up, I said, ears ringing. He's escalating. Damien pulled out his phone, hands shaking. He knows he's running out of time. Police came. Fire department. They asked questions we couldn't answer. Bomb squad found remnants of a simple device, crude but effective. This was amateur hour, the detective said. Whoever did this wanted to scare you more than kill you. Well, it worked, I said. Elijah appeared an hour later, face grim. I heard. Are you hurt? No, but come with me. Both of you. He looked around. Not safe here anymore. We followed him to a hotel downtown, expensive, secure, the kind with actual security guards. You're staying here until we figure this out, Elijah said, getting us a suite. On my dime. Why are you helping me? I asked as we rode the elevator up. Because I told you. I know what it's like. He looked at me. And because I don't like seeing people get away with attempted murder. The suite was massive. 2 bedrooms, living area, full kitchen. I'm going to make some calls, Damien said, disappearing into one bedroom, which left me alone with Elijah. You should rest, he said. I can't. Every time I close my eyes, I see that car exploding. Then don't close them. He poured 2 glasses of whiskey, handed me one. Tell me about Noah. The real Noah. Not the one who tried to kill you. Why? Because I need to understand him if I'm going to help you beat him. So I told him. About the first date, the wedding, the 2 years of small cruelties I'd explained away as love. About how stupid I'd been. You weren't stupid, Elijah said quietly. You were trusting. There's a difference. Is there? Yes. He moved closer. Trusting someone isn't weakness. Betraying that trust is. Something in his eyes made my breath catch. Before I could respond, my phone rang. Marcus this time. I answered on speaker. Silas. Thank God. Noah's lost it. He's not thinking straight. He tried to blow up your car. I know. I was there. I didn't know he was going to do that, I swear. I just wanted the money. I never wanted anyone to actually die. But you were fine with it when it was convenient. Please listen, Noah's planning something bigger. He's talking about burning down Damien's apartment. About. Marcus's voice dropped. He has a gun. He's going to your brother's place tonight. You're lying. I'm not. I'm scared, Silas. He's not the man I fell in love with. He's become something else. Marcus sounded genuinely terrified. Meet me. I'll tell you everything. I'll testify against him. Just please, stop him before he kills someone. Where? The old warehouse on 5th Street. 1 hour. Come alone or I run. He hung up. It's a trap, Elijah said immediately. Obviously. So we don't go. We have to. I looked at him. What if he's telling the truth about Damien's apartment? Elijah called someone. Check the Morgan apartment building. Look for anything suspicious. He hung up. They'll sweep it. But Silas, if you go to that warehouse, then I go prepared. I stood up. Can you get me a weapon? You don't know how to shoot. Then it's time I learned. 30 minutes later, we were in the hotel parking garage. Elijah handed me a small handgun. Safety here. Point and squeeze. Don't jerk the trigger. He showed me. But honestly, don't use it unless you have no choice. What's the plan? I go with you. Armed. Wired. Police on standby. He checked his own gun. Marcus talks, we record. Police move in. And if it's not Marcus? If it's Noah? Then we adapt. Damien came running down. My apartment, they found accelerant in the stairwell. Someone was planning to burn the whole building. Noah, I said. He's trying to kill me to hurt you, Damien said. We need to end this. Tonight. That's the plan. We drove to the warehouse. Abandoned, windows broken, perfect place for an ambush. I don't like this, Elijah said, scanning the area. Too quiet. Police in position? Damien asked. 2 blocks out. I say the word. They move. Elijah looked at me. Ready. I wasn't, but I nodded anyway. We entered through the main door. The warehouse was dark, empty, smelled like rust and decay. Marcus, I called out. Movement in the shadows. Marcus stepped into a shaft of moonlight. He looked terrible, bruised, scared, broken. You came, he said. Talk. Now. Noah's gone insane. He's planning to kill Damien tonight, then disappear to Mexico. He has fake IDs, cash, everything ready. Why are you telling me this? Because I'm done. I never signed up for murder. I just wanted... He stopped. I just wanted to matter to someone. You mattered to me, I said quietly. For 8 years. I know. And I threw it away for him. Marcus looked broken. I'm sorry, Silas. For all of it. Sorry doesn't fix anything. I know. But maybe this does. He pulled out his phone. I recorded Noah. Everything. Him planning your murder, talking about the insurance fraud, all of it. It's all here. He held out the phone. I reached for it. Noah stepped out of the shadows behind Marcus and put a gun to his head. Thanks for the bait, Marcus, Noah said. You played your part perfectly. Marcus's face went white. Noah, what? Did you really think I trusted you? Noah laughed. You're weak. You were always weak. This was the plan. Get Silas here, kill you both, blame it on a tragic murder-suicide. Rejected lover kills his ex and his ex's friend. Noah, please, Marcus begged. Noah shot him. The sound was deafening in the enclosed space. Marcus crumpled and Noah turned the gun on me. Your turn. Elijah moved fast, gun up. Drop it. Who's this? New boyfriend already? Noah smiled. How fitting. He can watch you die. I said drop the weapon. Elijah's voice was steel. Or what? You'll shoot me? I don't think so. Noah's finger tightened on the trigger. Goodbye, Silas. A shot rang out. But not from Noah's gun. Damien stood in the doorway, smoking gun in his hand. Noah looked down at the red spreading across his chest. Surprised. You shot me. Yeah, Damien said. I did. Noah fell. Police flooded in seconds later, shouting, securing the scene. EMTs rushed to Marcus, still alive, barely. I stood there shaking, Elijah's hand on my shoulder, watching them load Noah onto a stretcher. Is he dead? I asked. No, an EMT said, but close. He's going straight to surgery. At the hospital, we waited. Marcus was in emergency surgery. Noah was alive but critical. Police were questioning everyone. Elijah sat next to me, close enough that our shoulders touched. You okay? No. I looked at him. But I will be. This is over now. Noah's going to prison. Marcus will testify to get a lighter sentence. You're safe. Am I? I asked. Because it feels like I'll never be safe again. Then I'll stay. Elijah took my hand. Until you feel safe again. However long that takes. I looked at our joined hands. You barely know me. I know enough. His thumb traced circles on my palm. I know you're brave. I know you survived something that would have broken most people. I know you deserve better than what you got. Is this appropriate? You're my lawyer. I'm not technically your lawyer. I'm an insurance fraud investigator. He smiled slightly. So technically, this is fine. This? I asked. He leaned closer. This? He kissed me. It was gentle, careful, Nothing like the desperate kisses Noah used to give me. Felt like a question, not a demand. Kissed him back. When we broke apart, Damien was standing there with coffee, smirking. "About time," he said. "You two have been eye-fucking each other for days." "Damien," I felt my face heat. "What?" "It's true." He handed us both coffee. "Also, detective wants to see you, Silas. They have questions about what happened in the warehouse." I told them everything. About Marcus's call, the trap, Noah shooting Marcus, Damien saving my life. "Mr. Morgan acted in defense of his brother," the detective said. "Clear case of justified shooting. You're all free to go." "And Noah?" I asked. "If he survives surgery, he's looking at attempted murder, actual murder if Marcus dies, conspiracy, fraud. He'll never see the outside of a prison again." The detective closed his notebook. "You're safe now, Mr. Morgan. It's over." But as we left the hospital, I saw someone watching us from across the parking lot. A woman. Blonde, elegant, familiar somehow. She locked eyes with me and smiled, then vanished into a car and drove away. "Who was that?" Elijah asked. "I don't know," I said, but I had a bad feeling I was about to find out. Back at the hotel, exhausted and wired, Elijah stayed. "I should go," he said, not moving. "Stay," I said. "Please." He did. We talked until sunrise about everything and nothing. About his ex-husband who'd tried to kill him. About my nightmare marriage. About second chances and new beginnings. "I want to see you again," Elijah said as dawn broke. "After all this settles. Real dates. Normal things. I'd like that." He kissed me again, longer this time, and I felt something I hadn't felt in 2 years. Hope. My phone rang. It was an unknown number. I almost didn't answer. "Hello? Silas Morgan?" A woman's voice. The blonde from the parking lot. "My name is Victoria Cross. I'm Elijah's ex-wife." "Ex-wife?" He said ex-husband. He lied. Her voice was pleasant, poisonous. Elijah has a pattern. He finds vulnerable men, plays hero, sweeps them off their feet. And when he's done with them, he destroys them. "I don't believe you. Ask him about Michael, about James, about the 3 men before you who all ended up dead or destroyed." She paused. "Ask him why he really hunts insurance fraud. Because, sweetheart, it's not justice. It's hunting." She hung up. I stared at Elijah, sleeping on the couch, and wondered what the hell I'd just gotten myself into. I stared at Elijah sleeping on the couch and dialed the number Victoria had called from. She answered on the first ring. "Smart boy. Tell me about Michael and James. Meet me. Rosewood Cafe. 1 hour." She hung up. Elijah stirred, opened his eyes. "Morning. Who's Michael?" I asked. His face went blank. "What? Michael? James? The men before me. Who are they? Who told you about?" He sat up fast. "Victoria called you. She said you have a pattern, that you find vulnerable men and destroy them." "She's lying." "Then tell me the truth." Elijah ran his hands through his hair. "Michael was my ex-husband. He died 3 years ago. Car accident. And James? A client. He was being targeted by his husband for insurance money. I helped him. We got close. He killed himself 6 months after the case ended." "Why?" "Because I couldn't save him from himself." Elijah's voice cracked. "He had demons I didn't see until it was too late." "And Victoria?" "My sister. She blames me for both deaths. Says I should have done more, seen more, been more." He looked at me. "She's not wrong. Your sister, who lies and tells people she's my ex-wife because she knows it sounds worse." He stood. "Silas, I'm not perfect. I couldn't save Michael or James. But I will not let anything happen to you. How do I know you're telling the truth? Meet with Victoria. Hear her side. Then decide." He grabbed his jacket. "But know this, whatever she tells you, I care about you. That's real." He left. I went to meet Victoria. She was already at the cafe, elegant and cold. "You came. Talk." Elijah has a savior complex. He finds broken men and tries to fix them. Michael was depressed, suicidal. Elijah married him thinking love would be enough. It wasn't. Michael drove off a bridge. That's not Elijah's fault. James was next. Husband trying to kill him just like you. Elijah saved him, started a relationship. James couldn't handle the trauma. Pills and vodka in a hotel room. My stomach turned. Why are you telling me this? Because you're next. Elijah will save you, make you fall for him, and when the trauma catches up, and it always does, he'll blame himself. Again. And you'll be another name on his list of failures. Or maybe I'm stronger than you think. Maybe. She leaned back. But Elijah attracts disaster. Everyone around him gets hurt. Do you really want to be next? He saved my life. For now. She stood. I'm trying to save you from him. Whether you believe me or not is up to you. She left. I sat there, coffee going cold, head spinning. My phone rang. Hospital. Mr. Morgan? Noah's awake. And he's asking for you. No. He says he has information. About your inheritance. Says if you don't come, you'll lose everything. I hung up and called Damien. Noah's awake and threatening my inheritance. It's a trap. Obviously. But what if he's telling the truth? Then we go together. Heavily armed. And we record everything. We met at the hospital, me, Damien, and Elijah, who showed up without being called. You came, I said. You think I'd let you face him alone? Elijah checked his gun. Not happening. Noah was in restraints, chest bandaged, looking pale but alive. He smiled when he saw us. There's my husband. Ex-husband. What do you want? To make a deal. Noah's voice was weak but steady. I know things. About your inheritance. About Damien. About dear Elijah here. Talk or we leave, Damien said. Your parents' money? Is not clean. Drug money, laundered through real estate. The FBI's been investigating for months. Noah grinned. Take the money, go to prison. Refuse it, lose everything. You're lying, I said. Am I? Ask Damien why he's really been looking for you. Why he needs you to claim the inheritance. I looked at Damien. What's he talking about? Nothing. He's trying to divide us. Because if you don't claim it, the money goes back to the criminal enterprise and Damien loses his cut. Noah continued. 25 million isn't yours, Silas. It's bait. Shut up, Damien said. And Elijah? Ask him why he's really investigating your insurance fraud. Because he owns part of the insurance company. Your death would have cost him millions. I looked at Elijah. Is that true? I have shares, yes, but he needed you alive to void the policy and save his investment. Noah laughed, then coughed. Everyone's using you, Silas. I was just more honest about it. You tried to kill me, for money. What's Damien doing? What's Elijah doing? Noah's eyes gleamed. At least I was clear about my intentions. Damien stepped forward. You're a liar and a murderer. And you're a con man using your long-lost brother for a payday. Noah looked at me. Why do you think he found you right when the inheritance was about to default? Coincidence? Silas, don't listen to him, Damien said. But doubt was creeping in. How did you find me? Really? DNA test, like I said, which you paid for, which you processed through a private lab. Noah smiled. Ask him how much that cost. Ask him why he'd spend $30,000 to find a brother he didn't know existed. Because you're family, Damien said. Or because 25 million is a good return on a $30,000 investment. Noah coughed again. Do the math, Silas. I looked at Damien. Tell me he's wrong. Silence. Damien, tell me. The money is real, Damien said quietly. Our parents are real. But yes, I knew about the FBI investigation. And yes, I need you to claim the inheritance so I can access my half before they freeze everything. My world tilted. You lied to me. I saved your life. To save your money. I backed away. You're just like Noah. Just better at it. That's not fair. Isn't it? I looked at Elijah. And you? Do you actually care about me or am I just protecting your investment? Both. Elijah said quietly. I won't lie. Yes, I have financial interest in keeping you alive. But yes, I also care about you. Those things aren't mutually exclusive. Except you didn't tell me. Would you have trusted me if I had? I don't know. But at least I'd have had a choice. Silas. Elijah reached for me. I jerked away. Don't. Noah was laughing, actually laughing despite the pain it caused him. See? I told you. Everyone's using you. At least I was going to kill you quickly. Shut up, I said. Why? Because the truth hurts. Noah's laughter turned into coughing. You're not special, Silas. You're just convenient. Always have been. Something inside me snapped. I walked to his bedside, leaned close. You're right. I'm not special. I'm plain, boring, pathetic. Everything you said I was. Finally, you get it. But I'm alive. And you're not. I'm literally alive right now. You're in restraints, facing life in prison, shot by my brother, betrayed by Marcus. You have nothing. I smiled. And me? I have $25 million, a brother who loves me even if he's flawed, and a man who wants me even if his reasons aren't perfect. So who's really winning here, Noah? His face twisted with rage. You think you won? I know I did, because I'm walking out of here. And you never will. I turned to leave. Silas. Noah thrashed against the restraints. You can't just leave. I'm not done with you. But I'm done with you. I looked back once. Goodbye, Noah. I walked out. Damien and Elijah followed. In the hallway, I stopped. I don't forgive either of you. I understand, Damien said. But I need to think about all of this. I looked between them. Give me space. How much? Elijah asked. I don't know yet. I went back to the hotel alone. Ordered room service. Sat by the window watching the city. 2 hours later, there was a knock. I opened it. Elijah stood there with takeout bags. I know you said space, but you need to eat actual food. He held up the bags. Ty, your favorite according to Damien. How do you know what's my favorite? Because I've been paying attention. He set the bags on the table. I know you hate mushrooms but love basil. I know you drink your coffee black because milk makes your stomach hurt. I know you tap your foot when you're anxious and crack your knuckles when you're thinking. That's just observation. It's caring. He moved closer. I should have told you about the insurance company. You're right. But Silas, I didn't approach you because of money. I took your case because when I read about what Noah did, it made me physically sick. Because I knew what it felt like. Your ex-husband. Michael took out life insurance on me without telling me. When I found out, I thought I was paranoid. Crazy. Until I found the emails discussing the best way to stage my death. He swallowed hard. I got out. He didn't. And I've spent 3 years trying to save people from what almost happened to me. And James was supposed to be just a case. But he reminded me of myself. Trusting, broken, desperate. We got close. Too close. When he died, Victoria blamed me. Said I should have seen the signs. His voice cracked. She was right. That's why you're so protective. I can't lose another one. He looked at me. I can't lose you. You barely know me. I know enough. I know you're brave and strong and you've survived things that would destroy most people. I know you make terrible coffee and you laugh at bad jokes and you care so deeply about people even when they don't deserve it. He took my hands. I know I'm falling for you and it terrifies me because everyone I care about gets hurt. I'm not them. I know. You're you. And you're amazing. I kissed him. This time it wasn't gentle or careful. It was desperate and real and messy. We broke apart breathing hard. I'm still mad at you, I said. I know. And we need to figure out the money situation. We will. And I need time to trust you. I'll wait. He kissed me again. However long it takes. Another knock. Damien this time. Before you slam the door, hear me out, he said when I opened it. Yes, I have financial interest in the inheritance. Yes, I should have told you. But Silas, I've been looking for you for 15 years. Not 2. Not when the money showed up. 15 years. Why? Because you're my brother. Because we were torn apart when we were kids and I never forgot you. Because I had resources and you didn't and I wanted to find you. He pulled out a folder. This is every receipt, every payment to every PI, every DNA test going back 15 years. $30,000 is just the most recent attempt. I've spent over $200,000 trying to find you. I took the folder, looked through it. Receipts dating back years and years. Why didn't you tell me this? Because you were traumatized and I didn't want to overwhelm you with proof that I'd been borderline stalking you for a decade and a half. He smiled weakly. Seemed counterproductive. The money is complicated. Yes, but Silas, I don't need it. I'm a successful lawyer. I have money. What I don't have is family. What I don't have is you. He stepped closer. So if you want to refuse the inheritance, refuse it. If you want to turn it over to the FBI, do it. I don't care about the money. I care about having my brother back. You mean that? Every word. Family isn't about blood or money. It's about showing up. And I'm showing up. For you. Always. I hugged him. Actually hugged him. I'm sorry, he said into my shoulder. For lying. For not being upfront. For everything. You saved my life. Multiple times. That counts for something. We broke apart. Elijah was watching with a small smile. So what now? I asked. Now we eat Thai food, Elijah said. And we figure out the rest tomorrow. And Noah goes to trial, gets life in prison, dies alone and forgotten. Damien pulled out his phone. Marcus woke up, by the way. He's making a full confession in exchange for reduced charges. He'll testify against Noah. Good. And Victoria called me, Elijah said. Apologized. Said she was trying to protect you in her own twisted way. She wants to meet you. Properly this time. Maybe eventually. We sat together, the three of us, eating Thai food and talking about everything and nothing. 2 weeks later, Noah was convicted on 6 counts of attempted murder, conspiracy, fraud, and a dozen other charges. Life in prison, no possibility of parole. Marcus got 8 years for conspiracy and fraud, with possibility of parole in 5 for cooperating. The inheritance was complicated. The FBI investigation was real, but Damien's lawyers worked it out. We each got $15 million after fees, fines, and settlements. Clean money, legally ours. I used part of mine to start a foundation for people escaping dangerous relationships. Damien joined as co-founder. Elijah and I took it slow. Real dates, normal things, movies and dinners and getting to know each other without murder attempts. 3 months after Noah's conviction, we were at Elijah's apartment. He was cooking dinner badly, and I was laughing at him. I'm a disaster, he said, looking at the burned chicken. Yes, but you're my disaster. He kissed me, and it felt like coming home. Move in with me, he said. It's too soon. Is it? We almost died together multiple times. I think that accelerates the relationship timeline. That's the worst logic I've ever heard. But accurate. I pretended to think about it. Ask me again in a month. I'll ask you every day. Annoying. You love it. I did. 1 month later I moved in. 6 months after that Elijah proposed. Simple, no dramatics. Just him and me and a ring that wasn't worth millions but meant everything. I said yes. Damien cried at the wedding. Victoria came too. Gave me a grudging hug and told Elijah to take care of me or else. Noah sent a letter from prison. I burned it without reading it. Marcus sent one too. I read that one. I'm sorry. For everything. You deserved better. You always did. Be happy, Silas. You earned it. I kept that one. On our wedding night, Elijah and I stood on the balcony of our hotel room, watching the city lights. Happy? He asked. Terrified. But yes. Of what? That this is too good. That something will go wrong. Something probably will. That's life. He pulled me close. But we'll handle it together. Together? I agreed. I love you, Silas Morgancross. I love you too. And for the first time in my entire life, I believed it when someone said it back. No more lies. No more betrayal. No more fear. Just us. Just real. Just love. The end.